All right, well, millions of children around the world are orphaned and looking for homes. And here in the U.S., there are plenty of families looking to adopt, and it seems like the perfect combination, right? Well, unfortunately, that is not simple. Craig Gentinen and his son, Quinn, who decided to cozy up next to me. I said, hey, I'm never one to turn down a hug from a little guy, is the founder of Both Ends Burning. He's here with his adopted son, Quinn, to talk about the campaign to change the system to essentially, Craig, make it a little easier to get little boys like Quinn and children from across the world into our homes and hopefully have, right, you know, a beautiful life.
Right. What Both Ends Burning refers to is that on one end you have all of these children all over the world who have all of this potential and all of this magic, who would really blossom and flourish if they could get into a family. Mm-hmm. And on the other end, you have all of these families who would like to adopt one of these children. And the problem is, because of bureaucratic rules, policies, procedures, exorbitant costs, excessive delays, we can't put the two together. And so that's what we're up trying to do every day, is we're trying to reform the system of international adoption so more children like Quinn can have a chance to flourish within a family setting. Well,
Quinn is a 5-year-old who has acclimated amazingly. He loves Dino Dan on TV. Oh, yeah. He loves Green and Trains. You know, he loves centers at his pre-K class. I mean, just he has really kind of acclimated in a way that, you know, is seamless, it seems like.
Our children came home 4.5 years ago, August of '06. Key learning for me was, one, kids are kids, whether they're born in Houston or Haiti. And don't ask me. I mean, I'm their proud dad, so I probably don't have a real objective opinion here. But ask their coaches and their teachers and our neighbors and their friends. They are kids, because it doesn't matter where they were born. So that was a key learning for me, and that inspired me to look beyond just our family. How could we serve the rest of the orphan population who really is desperate because they're living in really awful institutions today?
That's a great segue, because I'd like to bring in some video that, quite frankly, is chilling. This is video from, describe it for me if you would.
Well, we're out producing a documentary film called Wrongfully Detained, which depicts the crisis in international adoption. International adoption is in free fall. The numbers in 2004, there were 22,500 adoptions into the U.S. in '04. Last year there were 10,000. So there's been a sequential decline year after year.
Could it be because our economy is so challenged, and the cost, as you mentioned, are so you know, astronomical?
It's been cost, it's time delay. I've done 2 surveys. We've commissioned 2 different surveys to really try to understand, what does the world population think about adoption? And the basic findings of our studies are, people like the idea of adoption, they just don't do it because it's either too expensive or it takes too long.
Yeah.
We can change those things. Those variables are within our control.
So how do we change that, and how do you get involved?
Well, I think first and foremost is we want to create a movement, a social movement, where we create a culture of adoption so it becomes more acceptable, more normal. And then what we want to do is we want to work with government leaders to help them begin to manage their process more efficiently. I think if we can really look at the key variables, let's take the one variable of time. Instead, the average adoption today takes 2.5 years, which, when you think about it, every day matters in the developmental cycle of a child. So those 2.5 years that the adoption takes are days that child loses, gone forever. If we could compress that cycle down to months instead of years, think how the child benefits. And
where's Quinny from?
Quinn's from Haiti.
Okay.
And we have, he has a 10-year-old brother and a 9-year-old sister. So we have 3 of them at home, all came from Haiti, all came home at the same time.
You know, it's interesting. I just yesterday was forwarded a blog of somebody from my church. $10,000 per child trying to bring 3 children home from Haiti, and they simply don't have the money.
Right.
So they're asking, like, just for $10 from 30,000 people.
Right.
And they have the heart to do that. And there's so many others like them.
Of course, yes.
You know?
Well, when I wrote a book called Both Ends Burning.
Yes, right here.
And I wrote the book to demonstrate that, you know, here we were in the middle stages of our life, and we went out and took this detour to become adoptive parents. And it was a magical, enriching experience for us. People would read the book, and then they'd call our organization or other organizations, saying, we'd like to adopt a child. And then when they heard about the costs or the time delays, or they didn't meet the requirements, we were turning good people with a sincere interest to adopt a child away. And to me, that didn't make any sense.
No,
and that was the inspiration behind creating Both Ends Burning, which again is this global initiative to create a better system. And so tonight we're having a party at Park Central Coach Ken Wisenhunt of the Cardinals is hosting our event. It's a greatness night. And the theme is there's a greatness, a special inner greatness that resides in every child on the planet. And tonight we want to come together as one community, come together as Scottsdale to be advocates for human potential and really create a great sense of awareness and a great sense of momentum to say, listen, this is just wrong. Let's fix it. Let's make adoption easy.
Well, listen, Quinny, you did a great job. You want to be on TV for the rest of your life?
Yes.
Because it seemed like you were falling asleep a little bit. Just I was, trying to wake you up a little bit. Look into this camera and say what your favorite color is. Do you know?
Blue.
Blue! I like it, and I like your shirt. Thanks for being on the show with me, and thanks for cuddling with me. You're a great cuddler.
Hey, you want to do your song as we sign off? Can you do it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains majesty, above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown my good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Yay! Yay! You want to take a bow? You're a natural. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! You did a great job. I am super proud of you. Thank you so much for being here. You can be my co-host anytime. Would you like to? We'll just tell Andy to go home.
No. Hey, hello.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thanks for having us.
He is a beautiful, beautiful boy, and we're so glad that you gave us this information about how we can be a part of the events in Scottsdale.
If you got nothing to do, coming out.
Absolutely.
Park Central.
Park Central.
6:30.
We're going to put that information on our website so that everybody can get that again and provide a link also to get some more information about international adoption as well.